so bad.
We need water. I'll be stepping in the water right here.
Yeah, it's looking good, brother.
It's not hard. It's fun, you know.
Tell me again the difference between a Skagit and a Scandi setup. Not so much the cast. Well, the cast too, I guess, would be interesting.
A Scandi has the weight in the back of the fly line, has a longer front taper. You set up your tippet about 1 foot to 2 feet longer than the rod, so I have a 15-foot leader on, tapered in the front, heavy to light, whatever. And then Skagit, the weight is flipped out toward it, and then you're using a sink tip with a choked up chunk, 4 to 6 feet of just straight mono.
Sure.
Right,
You're telling me the Skagit
chunk.
was actually kind of an accidental find, putting on the line the wrong way, and you liked the way it cast?
No, like Ed and those guys were trying to compete with
Is that Ed Ward?
with the gear. Yeah, Ed Ward. They were trying to compete with the gear guys, and they were stepping into the Skagit River, no back cast, and they wanted to fly cast, so they kind of started chopping up, you know,
chopping up the normal
sailfish lines, 14 weight lines, and using lead core line to basically deliver a lure sized bug, you know. And,
so in order to get a heavier bug out there and probably even cast it farther, you needed a heavier weighted
just to
head.
cast it at all, like Eric was saying, he's just like, man, like a, you know, like a bulky fly with the weight in the front of it, I can't cast it. I'm just like, well, you got to cut out 90% of the fly because we don't have as much air resistance. Like right now, I just got a little muddler and the tapered leader, and you know, if I'm just fishing on and near the surface, you know,
it's
nice.
a really interesting aspect of fly tying that's overlooked, is how to make it look big but be light.
The illusion of bulk. It's really important. If you look at like Alex's flies, they're see-through. They get in the water and they search better.
Yeah, Alex does a good job. Straights on the fly.
Yeah, straights on the fly.
But you know, even the bad hair day fly that you kind of pioneered, you know, that thing is...
yeah, David, yeah.
Oh, David kind of started
David
that bad hair day
yeah,
one, huh?
Totally. David's the bad hair day. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You put the
Reverse
bad
tie.
hair day backwards to give it even more for, but that's like more
I just
musky
kinda
style.
Yeah, I just have my way of doing stuff
Yeah,
that's
right?
just different. I don't do anything like anybody else, you know. Like, yeah, so yeah, I basically just create the whole fly backwards so I can just tie it so when it comes off the bench, it kind of just looks like a Dahlberg diver, but I'm either putting it on the head of the shank or the head of the hook, so everything goes that way. So when I tie it on, it just mushrooms out in the river, and I don't have to sit there and reverse and thunk it and all that
Yeah, right.
stuff like Dave has to do with. Ooh.
And that's fly fishing right there. Lines caught on boots.
Yeah, see, to me, see how this is a longer head, and I know I got to cast that distance right there. I mean, once I would step down, if I can cast all over the side of the river with one little movement like that,
It's a happy day.
I could do it here, like single hand casting, but those bushes were right behind me, I couldn't.
Right, I mean, with that cast, you're maybe 2 feet behind you at most.
Maybe.
I mean, it's really nice to...
You know, and I'm just kind of messing around. Yeah, I can keep the whole thing in front of me.
Yeah, here, give us a little show.
Let me try that. And if I really don't want to get behind me, I can reach up and, you know, maybe it might not be as pretty, but if I got trees over the top of me, right?
Right.
You're still getting it out there, but I got plenty of room.
And that thing flies pretty far, I mean.
Yeah, that's the AFS head from, like I said, it's an older one from Rio.
Yeah.
The great Scandi one. I could cast it further. I mean,
Right, like it wanted to go...
water right there.
That one wanted to go further even, you know, at least another couple feet.
I just have never seen the water this low, man. We need rain bad. I mean, look how low it is.
Yeah, right?
Usually
I mean, we're
we'd
standing in...
be up over our knees right now, no kidding.
Yeah, we're in not even ankle. I mean,
This far.
it's crazy.
I'm underneath ice.
Yep. And what do we got, Eric using today? Mr. Kennedy.
He has a what is it, an 11-foot 6-weight with an OPST. What line do you have on, Eric? 300? Yeah. You want your secrets known, huh? 250. Yeah, that's right. It was too heavy, and it was casting terrible, so we took off that 50 grains, and it was what the.
Oh, I thought you gave him something new to try today.
Oh yeah, and he's got a 12-foot sink tip on.
Oh, the sink tip is what he was trying new today.
Yeah, 12-foot bucket. I don't know how he's not getting it stuck, but.
And does he have it set up Skagit or Scandi style?
Skagit.
Skagit style.
Yeah. When you're fishing a sink tip, that's really Skagit.
Because he's got the heavy bead on it.
Michael said it a great way. Scandi means long. Skagit kind of sounds like fat. So everything is, the baseball
that
bat
A
is
sound.
choked up. The center of gravity is close to the sink tip, when you like short tip it onto the bigger fly, transferring all that energy. Where this one, I got to transfer that energy all the way down to that muddler.
Yep.
This style is nice for really sparse ties, fishing in and around. You can sheet it up a little bit with a poly leader, right? So you put a poly leader on, then maybe 3-4 feet of line. That brings more energy, and you can go a little bit bigger, but
It's actually not casting that bad.
no, and again, it might, that rod, because it's a custom build, you never know.
Oh.
You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta straighten these out. We like the curl, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We were talking to Alex over the weekend, and he was saying that there's a way to scrunch it down. Like if your runner line is a little bit more oval shaped than it is cylindrical, sometimes it can get rid of that.
Yeah, this is a
that coil.
47-pound Varibus, and you see how it floats?
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason I use that.
Because then your running line doesn't sink down to your boots and into the rocks.
What that dude was saying is taking it and flattening it out with a hair crimper, and then drawing it through to turn the monofilament to oval.
Mm-hmm. And that's supposed to get rid of some of that curl, so you don't have to stretch it out every time you want to go.
Yep. Well, it has a tendency not to want to curl as much, right?
Yeah, the tendency to not curl. Not that it won't.
The nice thing about the monofilament is this is all sacrificial. When it gets crappy, I've had this head forever. I have all my heads forever. The part that goes bad is the part that has all the friction running through the rod. Right,
because you only strip up to that head. That really never goes through the eye holes, through the loops.
Right. Yeah. Only when you're fighting a fish or reeling it up. So
sure.
Now when this section gets crappy, I just cut it off and either put a loop on the end, or this one I got tied right on there, because this is my reel that I wished with my, I just like the, simplicity.
Sure.
It's kind of, Soren was the first guy that I saw do it, but it's basically just clinch knotted right on. It's not as versatile with the loop, but now
onto your, you mean your running line onto your head?
Yep. Yeah, it's just tied on with a regular clinch knot,
Yeah.
So where it goes through the guides nice now. See how nice and thin that is?
Oh yeah.
And you just tie it
keep
right
it there.
on. And it's kind of cheating, and it might wreck the fly line, but I don't care. I think I've gotten my use out of this line, being so old already. I've caught so many fish on this line. I use it for, it's my main. This one or the Lee Davison line have probably been my main lines now for forever.
Sure.
I don't know, I don't remember, probably for 14 years, 13 years. Yeah, do the Holy Mary cross.
Let us proclaim the mystery of faith. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It floats, yeah. It's not, you still got a.
This is really weird to me.
Stripping a little line. Just do that, Cat. Just
I
get
will.
rid of-
I'm just trying to figure out how this rod's working.
No.
Way different. Than
Yeah,
that.
it's Scandi casting. It's different. No pausing. There you go. Now. There you go. I'd say reel up a little line, so you don't have to do it. That was just casting. I mean, that's kind of my. Is that my max cast? I suppose. Maybe I could go for it. My max fishing cast. Don't dip, lift.
What's that?
Don't dip your tip, lift your tip. Always up, 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 go. You know, like if you dip on a Scandi cast, it really digs. You don't want that.
Okay.
So everything
So
up
this
on
is
a
more
ramp.
of a touch and go.
Yeah, it is. You just. You got it.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Super shitty loop.
No, it's a, yeah. Just hit it a little harder. Don't be scared of it. Just
Oh,
a little more.
that's
Bottom
good.
hand. Just give it a little whoop, and then it goes. But you got to time everything. A little different timing, but isn't that so much more fun? Less stripping. You know, Scandi casting. You can do that dump cast like he does. Dump that forward and fucking draw that back.
Just a whole different.
Yeah, just do a snap tee. It's nice though. You got that little aerial snake roll down. That's cool.
Somewhat.
Yeah, no, that's the way to Scandi cast, especially on a right-handed angle. The river.
Just different with the timing. A lot.
Hit it. Boom, boom. No, let's see the reel on the cast.
Yeah.
See it? Just try to focus right in just on the reel as he's making his forward cast.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
See how that spun forward?
Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it
Wait till
somewhat.
you, like, and start. Now take out your your 9-inch 8 weight.
I got one of
And
them.
hammer them down. So
And
take
Irish
that
like
whole
that.
setup right there and put that on your 9-foot 8 weight,
Yeah.
and dude, it's great. You can do the Rio outbound cast with it. You can change the tips with it.
Oh.
Oh.
Didn't have that.
You can spey cast, do the Master Blaster cast.
It actually sends
I like the
line.
roll cast into the back cast. It's kind of nice, man. Creates a good anchor right
Do
next
you know
to
what's
you.
nice about using a single handed?
Oh, that? No.
Yeah. Single hand, you can do your shooting class or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you just do this one.
Yeah, and that's what I do with my
Dude,
with
and
my
it just-
single hand rod.
Yeah. And
Just floats, man.
yeah. I mean, look at it. So much power you can drive.
For
in the
sure.
rear end. Not saying
Yeah, I mean that,
yeah. And
that's
you,
what I get.
and this rod's short enough, and it's only 11 feet. And you fish 10-foot rods, right?
Yeah.
It's an extra foot. Hook a Scandi right there on this. There's a boulder right there. See that little thing right there? There's a boulder there and there's a boulder there.
Give me something for the people.
Something for people.
Yeah, well, you're using the Thomas & Thomas 13, 13.6.
13-footer with yeah, Rio AFS line from Scandi is cool. I swing both ways. Skagit and Scandi.
So this setup's
I like
more
them all.
Scandi though, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you can do like this. This AFS is nice. You can do like a dump cast, so like up at 4 and still it's a good powerful cast too. But I mean, that's a good fishable distance on this river, and you just, you know, it's a longer head. You can't see it, so I took the last 15 feet and I colored it with a magic marker to kind of camo it, so it wasn't orange.
Yeah, I noticed that. You had it tapered orange to black.
Yeah. Just to make it a little, that was Pinchakowski who told me to do that. It's a pretty good idea.
Let me get a full shot of the cast.
You got a smallmouth? Got a ripple on there. Ooh, ripple mudda. You guys are really after those pink salmon, huh? I feel like that.
Do a flip.
Too bad Kiwani didn't look like this. Was like, you know, too bad we didn't have fish and steel like down here.
Yeah.
They would dump, run, have a good time.
See, build cast like a dream.
I just had to get used to it, you know.
Yeah.
A wet dream, perhaps.
Screaming wet one. I mean, I was standing there and touching the leaves on that other tree across the river, so you should be able to do it.
It's like a wet dream. Yeah, I imagine you can pretty much hit anywhere you want to.
I think I'll go to the dam next and catch some stinks down.
Alright, we'll do that.
Good plan.
Hey, do you ever just sit here and wonder what it feels like to slap?
No.
It's got the smallmouth shimmer to it.
I don't know, dude. That seems bigger than smallmouth. Nah, it's not a steelhead, it's a smallmouth. Holy Christ, dude. You're doing that.
Got on it.
Oh. It's a smallmouth.
I'd say it's a speckled sea trout.
I think it's a, oh, we'll never know.
We'll never
Oh, man,
know.
definitely a Scandinavian. They're the only ones that shake the hook like that.
That was a muskie.
Yep.
I had to drag. The fish is like, I'm like, holy fuck, the line wouldn't go out of the freaking reel, dude. A lot of fish.
Right away.
Yeah, he was hooked right in the front of the mouth. And if he comes up and he takes that muddler and goes, I just put my rod tip down, but it wouldn't go anywhere. And this is kind of about the size of the wolf, right? What the runs that you're fishing and stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Some of the problem with the wolf that I did notice when I took this down here, you know, there's a lot of boulders.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get a full, some spots, you know, you'd rather pick the boulders apart than try to swing the open land.
Yeah, if we took that hitch off, it would sink like a stone. But how many they've eaten?
What, the clams?
Yes, dude.
They don't eat those clams.
Bro, it's probably raccoons. I mean, come on.
The otters eat the shit out of those.
Otters,
They eat the
muskrats,
crayfish.
whatever.
Clams.
The freaking opossums. There's probably some pearls inside these guys.
Oh, look at all, I've never seen such massive clams.
And you know what, they're weird because they're, I don't think people can eat those clams.
Dude, look at them all, though. I've never seen this many clams in here. There's just millions of them. They say clam bottom is healthy, so maybe that's a good thing.
But they're all there. That shit doesn't fall. No angle. Typical. What do you say, Tim? Getting close to where that fish is.
What's this one gonna be? This thing just rips it though. I mean, I was way too far in front of me and it just goes, you know?
Water's actually colder today than it was the other day.
Dude, it's colder than what the St. Mary's felt like, dude.
No.
It feels pretty nice on here.
Huh?
It feels pretty nice on here.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely lighter than
Yeah.
like
It's
yours.
nice that you took it out and fished it too, because the drag is is real touchy.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. It goes from 0 to hero and way too fast. But the size and balance for this size rod, that's pretty good.
Right. I mean, I would think my Cimarron would probably be fine for that rod.